Hello everybody, welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. I am leaving for Paris in a minute. I just tasted 4 unbelievable wines, and I'm going to taste some inexpensive wines. And you're going to say, why are you doing that? Well, one, I really wanted to taste the big 4 that we just did on a really fresh palate, and really wanted to evaluate that because those were some big decisions. I know not a lot, maybe 1 or 2 of you value my opinion, and it may impact your buying habits for the holidays, so I wanted to make sure I was in perfect condition. And the other reason is because these 2 wines I have drank in the past. I decided to do a little treat, kind of do a little shout out to you guys to show you, a lot of times people ask, what do you like? Well, here's a chance. These 2 wines I've had very, very recently, within the last week, where I was looking for things to recommend to people between $10 and $12, $10 and $15, one's $13, one $12. I absolutely adored both of them, and I said, you know what? I didn't have them at the same time. I said, you know what? I want to put them head-to-head, battle, war, as we say. And so I've done that, and this is going to be a quick episode because I'm running extremely late, so I apologize, but I promise Wednesday is going to be full throttle. And the question of the day is, what is your favorite current, and it has to stick in this price point, $10 to $13 wine? These are 2 of my favorites. So, the Rejadorda Tinto 2005 is a Tempranillo-based wine from Toro. It is very, very interesting and very, very exciting. And more importantly, I did not want to taste it first. So, I'm in a bind. And the only thing I can find is the big glass. So, and I almost spilled. That would have been huge, maniacs. You would have went nuts if that spilled all over me. Holy, that was close. Okay, and the Poggio al Sol 2003 Toricchio. And this is a very interesting one. It's a Cabernet and Sangiovese blend. And again, in a very big glass. The reason I don't want to taste the Toro first, it is a little bit more of a fruit bomb, whereas this is a little bit more traditional, and I didn't want to impact it that way. This would be the by far better way to taste the wines in this order. So, you can see the color difference. This is actually fun. We're going to have some fun here. You can see the color difference. These 2 wines are definitely different. You can really, really see it. The Toro is much darker, and the Toricchio is much lighter. So that's kind of cool. We're actually having a little fun here. Let's do this. Classic Sangiovese nose coming through where you're getting the dirt and the worm heads, the lizard backs. But you're also getting a nice, fungi, kind of truffle aspect. I really like this nose. Extremely attractive. Also hints of a little bit of hint of raspberry and sour cherry on the Toro. Wow, very, very different. Very smoky, very, almost like smoked ham, but with, cherry sauce all over it. Yeah, smoked ham with huge amounts of cherry sauce. So they're very different right off the bat. Color, nose, and now let's taste. It's a very easy drinking Toscana. I really like this wine. Comes from Tuscany. The Cabernet is really doing a lot for this wine because if it was just straight Sangiovese, it would have some of the problems that other people don't like with Sangiovese, being austere and a little too acidic. But the Cabernet rounds it out nicely, yet doesn't take away from all the nuances and beauty and pizzazz out of the Sangiovese. So I really like this little combination. You're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting a little bit of peppermint as well in the nose, which is a unique kind of nose to a red wine. This is good stuff. This is the kind of wine that I like to call real wine. This is real wine, even though it's a little bit untraditional. And at $12, I'm a big fan of this. I'm going to score this wine 89. It's so close to a 90. I almost feel like it's not, though. So I want to say 89 plus, almost to a 90. Extremely good bottle of wine. And for $12, an out-and-out steal. Definitely go to your local merchant and seek out the Poggio al Sol Toricchio. Now, the Toro. Much more popular flavor profile for the American palate. Extremely dry. Wow. As you can tell, I couldn't even finish my statement. It dried my mouth. 14.5 in alcohol, but totally integrated. I don't feel the heat at all. A little bit more lush, a little more grapey, grape ape. You know, just a little bit more of that Big League Chew fruit. This is much more New World, a little bit more Californiaized, a little bit more Americanized. Very, very different wines. This could be a little bit more popular than Tradicio. I lean a little bit more towards this wine. Yeah, you know what? This is a 90-point wine. I was being unfair. Whereas this is more of an 89-point wine, and this is $1 more. So I am going to give the victory to ding, 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 the Tradicio, but I promise you, this is a battle that you want to do because these wines are both head and shoulders above most of the wines you buy in the supermarkets, between $10 and $15. I'm pretty impressed with this effort. It makes me feel good, and we'll see you next time on Wine Library TV. You, with a little bit of me, changing the wine business.